Hello, fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This video is for you. This is a general tarot reading of the fire energies that are going on and happening. I hope you find it inspiring, helpful, and uplifting. And let's go ahead and get started. Hello, and welcome to the reading Fire Signs. So we're talking about Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy here. I'm already like losing my breath. You guys are moving fast. Whoa, I'm just doing a quick shuffle on each of these and pulling some cards. I like to show me pulling cards. I think it's really nice to do it live with the video. This is the Apparition Tarot. I'm going to pull 3 cards from here. So fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. Spirituality, movement, motivation, pursuits, passion. There's a lot in the fire signs. I'm going to go ahead and pull all the cards first, and then I'll reveal them for the reading after I've pulled and shuffled all of them. Feel free to skip ahead as needed. This is the Sacred Earth Oracle. I'm just going to pull 1 card from here. Usually like a really good clarification card. Kind of gives us a summary or an introduction or an overview to the reading for what do the fire signs need? What's going on for the fire signs, huh? Retrograde? Yeah, I heard the word retrograde. I'm sure you've heard that word probably a lot lately. I've been hearing it a lot. Retrograde, reassessment. A lot of internal processes going on. And maybe not as much outward movement. Maybe the movement is really internal about how we feel about ourselves, the way that we perceive things, or our overall motivations, how we go about doing things, or what we want to do. This is a Shadowscapes Tarot. We just do a quick shuffle. Cut the deck for the fire signs. I'll try and bring a little more fire in. No, what do fire signs need? Fire and air tend to get along. I'm pulling 4 cards. So I guess just like talking a lot, bringing up ideas, taking deep breaths. Breaths are really good. This is the Medicine Woman Tarot. I'm going to do a quick shuffle, cut the deck. Fire signs. So what's going on, fire? What is going on for you, fire signs? Ooh, visions. I see visions. I see dreams. I see magic. There's a lot of stuff coming in for you. There's a lot of things happening. This is for the fire signs from the Medicine Woman Tarot. Oh my goodness. Fire. How do you stay steady? How do you stay steady, fire? How do you keep from burning out? That's my question. Okay, this is the Wild Unknown Tarot. For the fire signs, we are talking fiery energy, fiery archetypes, fire beings. But we're talking about Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Oh, the Fool. New beginnings. We're already getting some new beginning stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and keep shuffling. That's a good, yeah, so fire, a lot of times this is about taking the leap. This is about when to act, being able to act, not getting caught up in fear. Cutting the deck here. With the Wild Unknown Tarot, we're just gonna pull 3 cards. Ooh, fire, it's so quick. Fire is so fast, so warming, so brilliant. How do you do it all, fire? How do you do it all? Okay, thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I have all the cards here, and I'm just going to be pulling them intuitively for this reading. I hope that these messages help to uplift and inspire and ground you as needed. I hope that this is purposeful and that this gives you good feelings. Let's start with the Medicine Woman Tarot as kind of like the base or the foundation, because I need to know what's going on. I don't know what's going on for you. All I know is there's a lot of quick movement. There's a lot of reassessment. There's a lot of new beginnings. First card, the Dancer, the world. Everything's happening. Everything is accessible. This is the ability to dance through, to participate in life, to participate in each of the different aspects of life. This could be dancing through challenges. This could be finding opportunity and support within challenges. But for the most part, this is an explorative and expressive energy. So it's exploring new possibilities, exploring feelings and sensations, exploring rhythms. And it's a lot about the possibilities of the world. There's a lot of possibility of what can be experienced and what can be done. The next card, the Grandfathers. This is the star card of the Medicine Woman Tarot. We have a group of people, like ancestors, spiritual people, making their way in a forest, down the river to a waterfall, and there's a star it looks like they're following or pointing to. In this card, we are reminded of the water bearer, of the Aquarian age and of Aquarius, bringing down water from the heavens. This is in a figurative sense, but it's the inspiration of otherworldly type of energies. In this deck, we have it grounded into ancestors with the Grandfathers. So this is, I don't know, I guess urging us to remember that we're not that different from our ancestors and from the other generations. That the motivations and passions that drove them in life are also in play in our own lives. And we can choose to continue what they do, or we can choose to redirect our own ventures. But I think it's always nice to have support and to call on support, whether this be through prayer or through interaction, through thought, through putting something on your altar. There's definitely grandfather energy coming in. Simply to be grateful and appreciative for what's come before, because whatever you are now, which I hope you're grateful for, I would hope that you love yourself and that you understand what a gift you are to the world. That gift that you are to the world came from your forebearers, from your ancestors, from the people who walked before you. So I guess right now we are honing in on the possibilities of the world by focusing on our heritage. Focusing on our own, like where we come from and what our own desires and passions are. The next card here is Temperance. This is a third major arcana in a row. So with the Fool coming up while I was shuffling, the Fool was the one that jumped out. We're starting something major and something new is happening. Definitely something major and something new. We're taking our resources from the world and from our ancestors, and we're bringing them into our self. That is our self. It's everything that we've experienced and everything that we come from. And the Temperance is, like right here, it says blend, temperance. This is a blending energy. This is a balance energy. This is synthesis, harmony, and integration. And this is coming up with our own ideas from all of the creativity of our family and the world. Next card, the Hermit, guide. Ooh, this is something major is happening for you. I see spiritual people reaching out to you. Spiritual people who have passed on, maybe. That type of ancestor, that type of energy. People who can gently and kindly guide you. This is also you becoming mature in whatever it is that you're blending and creating and becoming the guide for other people. This is starting a new pathway based on what you've learned from the world and from your family. This is really, really beautiful. Good job, you guys. It looks like you're putting your effort toward where you need to put your effort. And I would just extend congratulations that it's leading to major life events. It's leading you through major life events. It's leading so you're able to understand better what your resources are and how to use them. And it's really, really lovely and successful. And with the fire energy, it's nice because it just means that, like, fire is all about action and movement and what you're doing in the world, right? And it just means that what you're doing in the world is becoming something. That you do have a path, you do have a purpose, and everything that you've been experiencing and exploring, everything you've been contemplating, it does have a very good, specific, linear purpose. we're going with the Wild Unknown. The next card is the Star card. I love it when these cards get repeated. It just means to continue to focus on this theme. This is a focus on the Aquarian ideals, the water bearer. This means making something of the ideals that are around you. Shining bright like a star. New inspiration from above. This definitely shows me that like there's family lines and ancestry, and then boom, you got born. This is like rainbow sheep of the family type of energy. This is being like the star child. Maybe all of your family is of this energy. But I definitely see a family almost like celebrating and welcoming this new birth of this star energy. The star child. Starborn. That connection to, I can talk about star stuff a lot. So like, it's the connection to the universe and to otherworldly energies. And sometimes it can be kind of an escape from the chaos of the world. But I think that the most successful use of it is to embody your star power. So whatever makes you unique and otherworldly, and whatever you're drawn to outside of the earth, bring that into yourself and embody that, because that needs to be expressed here. People need to learn from you. Even as a baby, you were probably an example just based on your energies. This is very gifted quality here. And it's another major arcana card. We only have major stuff going on. This is fated. You're fated to come in and to help. You're fated to come in and to bring new ideas. This is your destiny. You can't really avoid destiny. It's just what you're built for. It's what you're designed for. The next card, the Six of Cups. Emotional energy, root. This can be root, family heritage, foundations, what keeps you strong, what gives you strength. This is looking past outward appearances and really feeling into the truth. What is the truth of your being? Maybe you look like a normal person. Maybe you act like a normal person, but underneath the surface, there's something really great for you to share. And there's something really wonderful for you to make. Or maybe there's some sort of strength or resilience that you've earned that you can basically start to be seen in a little bit better. This is being seen in the full picture, being seen for who you truly are. Maybe you don't need to pass off as just a normal person as much anymore. Maybe you're ready to start being seen and to sharing what you believe and what gifts you've been given. For some reason, I'm seeing psychic abilities here. This is balance, harmony, and integration of water energy. So there's probably some sort of really interesting watery or intuitive sense. And with fire energy, you guys, you fire signs have incredible intuition. It's because, I think for me, what I've observed is it's because of the quickness of receiving intuitive abilities, or the quickness of being able to see like that full picture. And right now I'm seeing like a flash, like lightning in a distance, and a flash of brightness or illumination of it. Like you're coming into better awareness in flashes or insights or epiphanies. Whatever this awareness is happening, it's not the major story. This is a gift that is probably pretty natural to you, that you might have blocked off before, or you might not have been as open to. Or it might just be reminding you of the gift. Maybe it's a gift that's so embedded within you and so instinctive, and this is just reminding you, like, don't forget about your intuitive abilities, don't forget about the vision, use that and incorporate that with whatever these major events are that are happening. But it looks like what's coming into light for you is your greater purpose and where you want to direct all of your movement. Oh, then we have the Fool coming up again. Like I mentioned before, this came up while I was shuffling the cards. It was the only one that I saw in this one. This is all fire energy with the Fool, because the Fool is about taking leaps and making instinctive moves based on enjoyment, based on it's a naive energy. It's not as much about planning things out as it is doing what you love and just getting that action done. So this can be about trusting yourself, trusting that you're about to make some major life choices and major life decisions in your life, simply by taking action. They always say, like, starting a new project, starting a new venture, but you could be walking into a new community. You could be walking into a new business. You could be walking into a new way of presenting your own self to the world. Okay, let's go ahead with the Shadowscapes Tarot. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This is about hard work and dedication. So we read a lot already about just inherent gifts and being a gift as a being. This is putting it into practice, developing specific skills. Decide what you want to develop and then put your efforts toward it. But let's see, with fire energy, I'd say it's pretty easy to do the movement. I don't know if it's always easy to choose what to dedicate yourself to, and maybe that's part of the issue. Maybe that's it could be that you grew up actually being instilled with a certain gift. You might not even realize it, but you've gained skills and gifts based on your upbringing. Maybe there are things that you learned from your family that you wouldn't have chosen on your own, and they've become really great skills for you. And now you love them. Next card is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the teacher, the wise person, the one who's gained knowledge and access. There's something formulated that you're really ready to awaken to yourself about. You have some sort of skill or gift that you might not always give yourself credit for. Or it could be multiple skills. Don't overlook things that you've obtained. Know that whatever skill that you have, there are people in the world who would probably love to have that skill. It's taken work to get you to where you are, and don't overlook it. Like, I just see someone being a master at piano, and it's not a big deal if you've been taught piano since you were a kid. But just realize that that's such a valuable skill and gift, and not everybody can play piano like you, or not everybody can do what you can do. I'm seeing intuitive gifts, practical gifts. I'm seeing all the elements come together, and I'm seeing all this fire energy creating skills, talents, capabilities, wisdom. And then I'm seeing that is being made more accessible to the world, or more accessible to yourself through your own awareness of it. Maybe you're just becoming more appreciative of gifts that you have or talents that you have. Me, myself, I'm a very watery person, so I've grown up with a lot of inhibitions as far as movement and through like depression. And so calling in all this fire energy, just remember the fact that you're able to do the fire energy, and the fact that you're able to maintain that steady rhythm, or the fact that you're able to be extroverted or to share yourself in certain ways. That's not to be overlooked. Those are really good gifts, and the more that you share your gifts of doing that, the more you can inspire fire and wisdom in other people who might have a hard time moving. So just know that you can be of inspiration pretty easily to others, and just continue that consistency of movement and inspiration. This is very spiritual and inspiring and moving energy. It's very good. The Queen of Cups. Dancing with the waters of emotions. It's time to apply your gifts. If you've been afraid of emotions or not really wanting to go there, it might be time for some introspection. But more than likely, you're going to be developing this pretty soon. This is going to be your path. There's something about moving the emotions and moving through difficult things and stirring inspiration in other people. I'm seeing like a dance class, and I'm seeing students who are afraid to dance, and I see a teacher coming into the class and just like lighting up the room. Help other people, I guess, is the thing. It's not the main theme, but right now it's like looking outside of yourself and realizing how you can share your gifts in ways with others. Know that if you share your gifts with other people, and if you're of service to other people, it will help you as well. You're going to also mature, and you will learn through the process. You'll become the teacher the guide of whatever you need to do. It looks like there's some hardness here, like maybe being jaded or being maybe harsh on yourself or other people, and then finding in your process how to completely let go of that. And instead of being harsh on people and worrying about whether it's done right or whether it's correct or whether it's safe or whether it's regulated or whether other people can do it or understand, it's just going to be focusing on the movement itself as a way to really inspire and to create a new energy. And you don't really know exactly how this will touch other people or how it will inspire other people. It's more about figuring out your own dance and your own rhythm. And don't be a curmudgeon. Don't be a curmudgeon sitting on the hill saying that it has to be done a certain way. Don't put yourself above other people in that type of way. You are your own person, so in a way you should be your priority. But you don't need to put yourself above people because you're better. What you need to do is to treat yourself the best that you can, and to treat yourself as a priority, and to allow your light to shine and to bless other people. And then we have the Three of Swords. There's stuff to be worked through. There's some stuff to be worked through. You have maybe some wounding, some difficulty, some fear. A heartbreak. It looks like it's something you've moved through very skillfully, probably because of the fire energy. But right now it's calling attention. It would be easy to overlook this. But in the place you want to be, you don't really want to be carrying your wound in the same way. Having a wound is one thing, but if you overlook it and carry it, it can have a way of kind of creeping in behind the scenes, or it's like when we have a lot of anger that we don't express, and then we're in a situation that doesn't call for anger, and suddenly we're angry or fiery. It's kind of like that. It's like, address your wounds because they will crop up if you're not careful. You want to be this dancer here, this Queen of Cups. And in order to do that, you're going to have to mature through this and give yourself some healing time. I saw earlier like kind of harsh judgment on yourself or other people. This could be because you've had to dance through challenges. This could be because you've had to do things that are really difficult. And maybe not everyone has had to do that. But those people who have not had to do your challenges, they don't have the same gifts that you have, if that makes sense. Like, it's the challenges and the hard work that make you special. And somehow that got a little bit wounded. That got a little bit hurt. Maybe you got distracted. And that's okay. This is a beautiful reading. I mean, everything's going on really well, and then suddenly in the center, there's like, oh, there's something to be addressed. What are you hurt about? What are you holding on to? Do you need help forgiving? Do you need to be forgiven? Do you need to forgive yourself? This can be read in a lot of different ways, but there's definitely something to be addressed. If you are going through problems, if you are going through issues, if you are going through challenges, remember that you have the power that it takes to overcome it and to learn from it. That there is a special and specific gift in your challenges. And that there's more to life than the wound. So whatever it is that you are either being confronted with or that's coming up that you might have ignored in the past, this is what's going to help you really illuminate yourself to share with others, so that you're not just like a curmudgeon on a hill with your own gifts and abilities. Sorry to use that example too much. It's so that you're not stuck within yourself. Like, you are so talented and capable. And it's time to move into better sphere. It's time to get your fire activated and your fire going, and to actually be dancing rather than to be contemplating, or rather than to be stuck. And it looks like healing work is going to be really good for you. So go get a massage, go book a massage, or figure out other ways that you can uplift yourself and uplift your energy and to move any negativity through that might be stuck. So instead of moving yourself, there's a lot of fire here, right? Like you're moving yourself through life, very talented, very gifted, like a dancer. Now move this. Learn to move your emotions. Learn to move yourself, your inner world. Learn to like change your perspective and to create internal transformation. Because it would always be easy to look out and see what could be done. It would be easy to stay safe within your own respective fields, but I don't think that's what you're looking for. I think in the long run, you actually want to achieve something a little bit better for yourself that isn't based as much on the wound, that isn't based on the hurt or the challenges or pushing it through, but that's based purely on love, joy, excitement, discovery, trying something new. And I know that you can do it. I know that you can make it through, and I know that you can heal yourself. I've seen healing so much in my life. I've healed myself a lot in my life. I know that it's possible. If you want a little thing about healing, let me tell you something. Our body is made up of how many? Like trillions of cells, and each cell knows how to regenerate. It knows how to replicate, it knows how to heal, it knows how to repair, it knows how to overcome disease. That's at a cellular level. Every single part of our being that is our body knows how to heal and knows how to correct so that we are in the best health possible. So then that is a natural ability that you have within every cell of your being. Homeostasis, equilibrium, balance, knowing when something's wrong and then making necessary changes. Don't blame it on the world. Quit going around. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not saying you're blaming it on everyone, but this wound specifically would like to probably blame it on everyone else. It doesn't necessarily want to be corrected because that's the existence of the wound. And that's how it exists. So then it's up to us to step up, to overcome, to activate that natural ability that we have within every cell of our body to heal. And then healing doesn't need to be the focus anymore once you're healed. Once you've done your healing work, it becomes like brushing your teeth. Like you just know how to check into yourself. You know how to avoid situations that are wounding. You know how to confront the situations you need to confront. And then healing isn't the main goal. The main goal is self-expression, creativity. It could be, for a lot of people, healing is the main goal. You might develop a healing system. But I think that there's usually a goal beyond healing, which is to be at the pinnacle or at the top of our own expression. And usually that comes with some sort of creative gift. I see like music, art, dancing, those feminine traits. It could even just be starting a new business that actually works. Okay, let's go to the apparition tarot. We have Judgment, Three of Swords being repeated, and Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, so we got a repeat on the wound card. This is what's coming up for you. Interesting that at the foundation we have all the wonderful things. It's like the main purpose of life, and then what's really coming in is not the major stuff. This wound is not major. The wound itself is not the theme of your life. The theme of your life is healing, or the theme right now is healing. The theme is self-discovery, introspection, taking time. You're definitely going to have to balance your work life here. There's definitely something like, because you have a natural fire energy that gets stuff done, it's accumulated some things that you just really need to look at. You might not be used to having to slow down. You might need to actually learn how to slow down and slow your pace a little bit in life. The Judgment card coming up, it looks like there's a lot of pressure in your past to achieve a certain way. This could be from other people or from your own self. And then this continues to look like something like maybe you pushed yourself a little too much. Maybe there were some things that you had to go through and achieve that really took too much effort. And it's just, this is a call, this is beckoning you to look at this. I know that with fire, water isn't always the main energy that comes up, but I'm getting the need for you to tune into your emotions, not just your motions, not just being aware of what you're normally aware of. With fire, you're probably aware of passions, pursuits, movement, purpose. And here it's saying, well, you really need to tune into introspection, intuition, well-being, insight. You need to meditate. I mean, if that's your thing. Not everybody does meditation, but whatever that fill in the blank is, like, you need to do the activity that makes you feel better. You need to focus on things that you really love, and you need to heal this. And then this is opening toward success and abundance. This is like a vision that you want to achieve. A lot of times when we have a vision of something in the future, it's this part of the phase, which is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 is almost the last part of the phase. It's like what you've already built up. And maybe you need to keep that vision so that you can continue to take care of yourself. Maybe you'd realize, oh, if I could take care of myself better, I could actually achieve this. Or it would be easier, or it would come about quicker. So there's a lot of self-care, fire signs. It's kind of a trick. That's funny. At first, it's just all major arcana, really beautiful, and that's wonderful foundation. And then it's just like, blah, there's some stuff to address. We'll go ahead and turn to the Sacred Earth Oracle. We have fragments. So there's an overall vision and foundation, and that it's needing to tune into a central focus so that it can pull all aspects together. And that will solve the wound issue. It will bring to light all of the things that have been neglected or put to the sidelines. And then the skills that you've already developed, that you've been successful in, won't take as much effort here. So you're giving yourself time to process. Then the good skills that you have that don't take as much effort can be done more naturally. You're going to need some rest. And then whatever it is that's holding you back or that's difficult for you is going to come into light, and your skills will be able to help you through it. And at first it might feel difficult, but I think through time what you're going to realize is that these are the missing pieces that you need. These are the missing pieces that you were looking for, but some of them were things you didn't want to deal with or didn't want to address, and in that there's treasure. So we're doing synthesis, harmony, unification, bringing everything together so that you can but I would say figuratively or energetically do what you need to do, whether it's pulling the sword out and maybe like bandaging, cauterizing, keeping the bleeding. Something needs to be contained. And then that is the missing piece for you to be successful where you want to be and in the ways you want to be. So lots of healing, lots of introspection, the need to focus on emotions, the need for emotions and grounding in a greater sense, grounding yourself into understanding and sensing who you truly are and not getting lost in the movement of the world. So we're going to encourage you to pull everything together so that you can address whatever the obstacles or challenges are, and you can move forward into the successful vision that you really want to achieve. Perfect. Thank you so much, fire signs, for tuning in. I hope that this helped. I really appreciate your presence, and any way that you can support me is good and helpful. So please like, subscribe, comment, follow, share, all of those keywords that help the algorithm. And I hope that this was inspiring. I really wish you a lot of luck with uncovering these hidden aspects about yourself and doing the work so that you can bring everything together and you're not being caught up on any one thing. Healing is true, healing is real, healing is possible, and it will help you get to your goal. All right, I hope to see you in another reading, and take care.